Do you think the Lord answered his prayer this time?
Yes.
That's right, he did. He sent 24 people, plus counting him and Marie and 3 other people, there were 29 missionaries to go to China. And so they started a missions group. And guess what else? They were given $53,000 to go back to China, which was more than sufficient for several years at this time. Well, some people, they said to Hudson, once you go to China, people will forget about you, and then you will run out of money, and then what are you going to do? But can you guys think of someone that will never forget about Hudson or the rest of the missionaries? That's right, Jesus. Jesus will never forget about them. Hudson thought of the verse Hebrews 13:5.
Don't lay on my lap.
Believe in Jesus Christ,
You can lay on my arm,
never
my
leave
shoulder.
them, nor will he forsake them. He will never leave them. He also thought of the verse when they said you will run out of money. He thought of the verse Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you. If we seek to do God's will, God's way, and God's time, he will always provide for our needs and for his mission to be completed. Do you believe what Hudson says is true?
Yes.
About God providing and God always being there?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because God cares.
Because God cares? Maybe because, do you know that because of the verses that Hudson recited? Matthew 6:33, Hebrews 13:5. And so Hudson and the 24 missionaries went off to China. Well, it was a lot for Hudson to do, to coordinate 29 missionaries, find them places to stay, and help them in the places that they're going to go. But once they were settled and they were preaching the gospel, Hudson rejoiced that they were also spreading God's word and the gospel of Christ. But as Hudson and his assistant hiked all over China, he realized with all the thousands of people and all the thousands of cities, that, like I said before, 24 people could barely cover that, and they were already working hard enough. So one night at a missionary meeting, Hudson prayed and he said, "Dear Lord, I pray that in the next year you will send 70 missionaries here to China." And all the missionaries looked astounded. Had he dared to ask for even that many? Do you guys think at this time God answered Hudson's prayer?
Yes.
That's right. He did not disappoint them even then, and he sent 78 plus the 24 that were already there.
100 missionaries.
And this was an even bigger expansion, thank goodness. Well, to each